Welcome, everyone, to Audiolosophy. This is a podcast where we talk about music, philosophy, and anything related to sound waves. My name is Serge, and I would like to thank you for joining me on this awesome adventure. Before we get into our show, I'd like to thank our sponsors, True Force Fitness Wear, inspiring you to be the best version of yourself every single day, both physically and mentally. And now you too can own a piece of True Force Fitness Wear clothing. If you use the promo code at checkout labeled Audio Force, you will get 10% off your purchase. And make sure to like them and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Today we have my friend Andrew Yu. He is a beat maker and he's been doing a lot of cool stuff lately. Today we talk about psychedelics and the human condition and what we should do as a human civilization. And just kind of our feelings and stuff. It was really interesting. There's some music involved and kind of how music ties in with all of it. So give it up for Andrew.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Now we're good.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Right on. All right, Andrew. I haven't talked to you in 8 years or something like that.
Yeah, man.
Maybe 10.
It's been a long time.
Last time I saw you was the EMP reunion.
EMP. It was a reunion, huh?
Yeah.
So it's 2010.
Was that?
I think so.
Fuck, we're old.
I know. It's like we're not, but man, we're not kids anymore. And I still remember being a kid, so it's pretty weird.
It is, dude. You're hella funny, dude. I'm pretty sure you still are.
I hella wanted to be like an actor, like comedian, but I don't know.
There's still hope.
I got shy.
But what are you doing now, dude?
Right now I'm just making music at home, working in my dad's sushi restaurant.
What's sushi? You want to drop it?
Huh? Yeah. Tomodachi Sushi Bistro in Hayward.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell.
What's your work schedule?
Fresh fish. I work lunches. I'm working dinners on Friday.
All right, I'll stop by on Friday.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's good. It's good.
Right on. Yeah, dude. I follow everyone on Instagram. I just, I'm shy, so I don't really say anything. But I noticed you've been doing beats and shit. And then I just noticed you did a show with someone I went to college with Ray.
Ray.
Rachel. Ray. She was after you.
Okay. Yeah. I saw her on the list. Yeah.
I'm like, and it was cool because on Instagram you got back-to-back posts at the same time. I'm like, huh.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. It's a small world.
It is.
Yeah. That was a fun thing. We do these monthly beat shows in Oakland at Bricks.
Okay.
Every second Saturday.
Right on.
So it's cool. I think that was our fifth or sixth one. It's cool, yeah.
Are you teaching kids too?
Elliot does that with Today's Future Sound. He's got like a nonprofit where he teaches kids music production and stuff like that.
Right on.
And I think that's pretty cool. I support it, but I'm not really on hands with that.
I feel it.
But
yeah.
I mean, if a kid came up to me and was asking me questions, I wouldn't be opposed to showing him some stuff,
Yeah, dude, I don't know nothing about beats.
No.
Yeah, dude, I use guitars.
Did you play bass?
Yeah, I play bass.
Okay. Did you ever record? You ever do any recording?
Not myself.
You just jamming?
Just jamming. I recorded in Hayward, like with the other people, for like a band set, but I never sat down and recorded myself.
I feel it.
The best I did was a garage band.
Yeah, that's all you really need, man. Just like a laptop. I use Logic, but GarageBand, maybe buy like a mixer or something or a little preamp.
Right on.
Be cool.
What's your process, dude?
For making beats?
Yeah.
Really just, I started using Reason and I was big on sampling. Mm-hmm. So like I was starting off with like the soul beats. My homie Nefarious kind of taught me just basic sample chopping and just throwing drums over stuff. And that's how I started. And then after that, I kind of just evolved into, I don't know, music. So there's so many different genres and so much different music that I listen to. So I'm inspired to make so many different stuff. So I never know if I want to make just like a beat or like some rock stuff. Like I made some indie rock stuff. I made some reggae. So I don't know. I never know what I'm going to make when I sit down at the computer.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think too many of us are pigeonholed into a genre. But we get out of it with age, I think. Hopefully, I like to think so. Mm-hmm. But I know too many people that are like, "Oh, this is the way. This is the way." I'm like, "Dude, come on, let's throw in a surf beat. Let's do some samba. Let's do some other random shit, dude. It's fun."
Exactly. You gotta, I don't know, let your creativity expand with your mind, I guess. I felt like in high school it was like, all right, you're either a rocker, you're a
Yeah.
hip hop head, or you're into EDM or whatever. But now it's like, I don't know, you just gotta be open.
I fucking love it, dude. Music.
Mm-hmm.
Music has been there for all of us.
It has. It's definitely been there since day one for me.
Do you have any crazy stories yet?
Music stories?
Yeah, when you've been playing shows or you doing anything like
No,
that?
not even, dude. I just started. I'm
Just you
I'm
wait.
waiting for him. Yeah, I'll come back and then I'm hoping to get some. Cause I don't know. I'm playing more like chill stuff right now. My last few shows or sets, I was playing like more dancey stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to some crazy stories though.
Dude, so you just started?
I mean, I've been making beats for 10 years, just
Okay.
about now. Yeah, like since high school when I went to Conley. So I didn't graduate Logan.
You went to Conley?
I went to Conley end of my junior year, and they actually had a music production class over there. It was
Shit.
pretty tight. It was pretty
Right on.
cool. So I learned how to use Reason over there as well. Actually, the teacher, Mr. Simpson, was trying to get everybody on podcasts,
All right.
and we were just like,
Nah.
"What the fuck, man? We don't like." No one wants to listen to people talk, but
Yeah.
now
It's
podcasts
blown
are
up,
like
yeah.
the thing. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude. I fucking just started doing this because, like I told you, I had a kid last year. And
Congrats
so
again.
thank you. So, I had to stop playing music. You just got to take yourself out of that situation because the requirements to play shows, do everything. And it's
For
too
sure.
much.
Exactly.
It's too much.
It's a lot, man. Especially, you got to prioritize, what's more important,
Mm-hmm.
Is it a boy or girl?
Boy,
Boy. What's his name?
Leonardo.
Cool.
I named him after I guess it was a compromise because my girlfriend likes cats.
Oh, yeah.
But Leo Fender.
Nice.
So I'm a Fender boy, hands
yeah.
down. So I'm like, let's name him Leo.
Cool.
But yeah, I had I had this itch to scratch, and I'm like, I gotta be part of the music scene. I gotta do something with music, and I'm like, I went to I guess not a lot of people know it. We did EMP, which was a ROP. I guess.
Right. Was it kind well,
It was on
for
campus.
me, it was ROP at a certain point because I went to Conley, but I was able to come back.
Oh, really?
For 7th period, yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
Because Conley got out at like noon,
Mhm.
and then they had like an off-campus lunch, so I would just go to Logan and do like 7th period over there.
Oh shit! I didn't
Yeah,
know you could do that.
I was pretty lucky to be able to do that.
It's really tight. And then, so what we did, it was an ROP program for us to learn like TV studio and stuff, but we learned everything else too. And so that kind of started my TV journey, like documentaries, interviewing people, and doing all this other stuff. And prior to this, I would do like music videos, just stuff in the, just small things in the music scene. But again, that's too much demand for me at this point. So I'm like, what the fuck can I do? That's the easiest, simplest thing. I'm like, fuck, I'll just talk to people and record it.
Dude, podcast, like I've wanted to do a podcast. I don't know, I like it. I like it's a good way to explore and learn things, and everyone likes music, so why not talk to people who like music too?
Yeah, music I think is the last art form that everyone enjoys. I don't think there's one person out there that does not like music.
Yeah, man, it's pretty hard to not, even if you're just like the top 40 whatever, it's just happy stuff to listen to. It's good to
Yeah.
have like a rhythm or beat in your life,
Yeah, one of my past guests on here, he said it starts in the womb with the heartbeat.
in the womb.
I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
My earliest recollection of music, I mean, both my mom and my dad were like music lovers. They told me stories when I was crying when I was young. Red Hot Chili Peppers would come on Under the Bridge, and I would stop crying.
Really?
Every time it would come on, I'd stop crying. And I was like, well, I like the song. I haven't been like crying and tried to turn it on, but yeah.
I gotta find that for my kid now.
See if it works, dude. I don't know.
He loves music.
It's a good song.
Awesome. I'm so happy. Like, I don't care if he's not gonna play music, but at least he enjoys it.
That's dope, dude.
So, dude, like, what else have you been doing?
That's
Just
about
basic
it.
life.
Life, be honest, I'm kind of, it's weird because after like high school and college, you're kind of like on this path, and then it's like, okay, now go figure it out.
Yeah.
So I've kind of just been like, I've never been really the super go-getter type of dude. So I've always been kind of just like, whatever happens, happens. You know, I'm
Yeah.
pretty laid back and I don't know. So that's why I just kind of sit in my room, make music.
I know the feeling.
Got to
dude.
go to work, make money, and yeah. that's
I
about
feel it, dude. Yeah, it's hard trying to find our paths in life.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, it comes. Eventually.
I hope so. Yeah, I definitely believe that I got to go make it happen, and I definitely have plans to go do it. But you know, I'm doing what means the most to me right now. So
That's what's up, dude. I love
Yeah.
it. So I didn't get a chance to listen to music.
the list I sent you.
Yeah. I'll listen to it afterwards. But just talk to me about music. Like what about it? Like what about those artists that you enjoy?
I don't know. Like Flying Lotus, he's just crazy. Huge inspiration. Just kind of just a dude makes beats. Into the psychedelic stuff. I'm really into trippy psychedelics. That's kind of why I even not why I started making beats. I've always wanted to make beats and music, but like just smoking weed and listening to actually Quasimodo or Madlib, just how crazy the sound was. It just took me to like a whole different world, and I just wanted to kind of take other people to different, like my little world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Right on.
I don't know. Yeah, all that stuff, all that crazy psychedelic stuff, Madlib, Flying Lotus. That's kind of. I just wanted to be like the weird producer guy, but
Okay.
now I don't know. Now I'm listening to so much different stuff, and I want to make like surf rock. I want to make reggae. I want to do like house and EDM.
You want to do it all.
Yeah,
I feel
I really do. Just because I listen to, I'm just inspired by all that stuff. So,
Have you thought about producing other people?
you know, I'm not opposed to it, but like if somebody came at me like, "Yo, I want something like this," and I really believed in them and I really liked their sound, I'd be down to work with them. But really, like a lot of the time, it's just people's like, "Yo, let me buy some beats," and it's just like, you know, I made this
Yeah.
beat, you know, in my own little world. I don't want to just give it to you so you can spit your bars or whatever, you know. It's like, I don't know.
It's like taking a backseat, you know. It's
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people do really dope shit. Like
Yeah.
this guy Slick D was actually the first dude to rap on one of my beats, and he killed it. Like I was super excited. I was like, "Whoa, this is like the first like song that's ever been made out of like just some music I made on my computer," and it was crazy. So I don't know. Music's a powerful thing. I just want to keep making it.
yeah. I find it interesting that a lot of people disregard chemistry between artists.
Oh yeah.
And when you find those right people to jam with or just make music with, it's something special.
Definitely. If you're comfortable and you're able to bounce ideas off
Yeah.
with people.
From my experience, it's hard to work with other people who refuse. I wouldn't say refuse, but just don't get it, see, or you know, they don't take the time to see your side.
Right. Everyone's kind of like in their own little, you know, they've got their kind of vision, and I don't know, I feel like everyone wants to be the rock star these days,
Yeah.
which, you know, of course I get it, and you know, I kind of do too, but you definitely want to see kind of what other people, you got to compromise, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, to make something maybe even better.
I think it's coolest when you know, it just, let's say if you were I to go do something, it's like you do you, I do me, but somehow it works. And that's the most beautiful thing. It's because it's kind of how life is.
Definitely. Yeah, it's hard to find that person though. It's definitely hard to find the person who kind of just meshes. But, you know,
Yeah.
you just got to keep on your path, keep doing it.
So you do psychedelics?
Yeah. I've been microdosing with acid lately.
Oh damn.
It's been somewhat beneficial. It's kind of cool. I've slowed down a little bit. I haven't had like a full-on trip in a while. Done like mushrooms and stuff.
What's the most you've done?
Definitely life-changing. You know, honestly, I just go like half-eighth.
Have it?
I've been good.
Okay.
I've been like, I've had some of the best experiences. I make tea.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna do that. I've only done mushrooms once. I went all in.
Did you go full eighth or
What did I do? I did about 5
5 grams? Yeah, that's supposedly like the one. I haven't gone that far yet.
And then to put my music on, I put some lo-fi hip hop, and that was like I think the best music for that for my
Oh yeah.
it. I I ended up like switching halfway through ships through some like heavy punk and like just like some park. I'm like,
It's not the vibe. It's not the vibe for when you're trying to just trip out and let your brain kind of melt and explore.
yeah. I'm like, whoa. Okay, I'm like going back to the lo-fi. Let's go back to the lo-fi. It was interesting. I was telling my girlfriend about it, but when I was doing it and I put the lo-fi hip hop, it's like, all right, I feel like because when it happens, it feels like my whole body starts to vibrate, and it was vibrating. I'm like, all right, let's just chill. I went under the blankets and just relaxed. But like a little version of me popped out and started rapping, and I don't rap.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, it's okay. It's, this is normal. You're gonna go through it. You're fine. Because I used to do a lot of edibles, and like edibles, I guess, are psychoactive too.
Right.
But like I would, I did them for like 3 years straight, and like every day.
Nice.
And like, I obviously have stopped since then.
Do you smoke
shit.
too?
That's my coffee. No, I stopped. I did. I stopped everything now. I just dropped coffee.
Literally.
Literally.
I saw that go with a lid, and then I saw it come back up without the lid. I was like, uh-oh.
Okay, we got extra toilet paper. They don't have toilet paper here, so we have to provide our own.
Yeah, I've been considering switching over to edibles. I've been like kind of just like, I don't know, like hypochondriac, sort of like cancer conscious. Like I'm trying to like I don't smoke cigarettes, but I definitely smoke weed every day. So I've been like, I think it's like 5 days I haven't smoked or had alcohol.
Oh damn!
I feel good. I've been having crazy ass dreams, but other than that, I've been all right.
Yeah, dude, the dreams when they come back, they're real.
It's trippy, yeah. It's like I was like in them. Like last night, I like woke up my girlfriend. And I was like, Did you hear that? Did you hear all that stuff? And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, oh, never mind. But I was like tripping out.
They're interesting. I started taking mushroom supplements.
Oh,
like,
yeah? Like lion's mane?
Yeah.
And stuff like that? Yeah, I tried that for a little bit too.
Do you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast?
I do.
Okay, so I think we're on the same page.
So the Paul
Stamets.
Stamets? Yeah, dude.
I'm
I
like,
went and
all right.
bought the little thing. Have you tried the On It?
I haven't tried the On It one.
I've been curious, but I don't know if he just pushes it heavy because it's his sponsor.
Yeah.
Or if it really works, but
Just for me, I don't like buying online. I don't know why. It's just never been. I like to go in person and buy shit. I'm like, I'll pay the tax. I don't care. But I think that's my my thing because like I'll go to Sprouts. I'm still picking up the coffee.
Yeah.
I'll go to Sprouts and just pick it out. I'm like, oh, here it is.
I feel like it's good to see it. You know what I mean? It's buying online is like weird. Like even clothes, just stuff in general, because then you just got it and you're stuck with it. And I hate having to deal with returns in general. And the fact that I can't go to a store and return it, I have to fucking ship it and mail it. Dude, I had to return like a shirt that for a buddy. It was like $100 shirt. And the shipping to return it was fucking $54.
God damn.
I was like, dude, do you want to just keep it and try and sell it? And he's like, no, just return it. I was like, all right, man. I was like, damn, this is ridiculous.
That's too much. And then, when you're dealing with a person, you could actually talk to them. You don't have to deal with a computer or email or something. And, a lot of the shit gets lost digitally.
Yeah, I feel like you're just kind of biting the bullet.
Yeah, because I could interview people on Skype, but it's not the same.
Yeah, the quality's a little like glitchy, right?
Yeah.
And then you're not one-on-one also. So.
Yeah, it's like I could hug you.
Yeah. You're right here.
Dude, I still think you're one of the funniest people. I still love the Tony and Andrew show.
Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm trying to go to Japan with that dude. Him and my buddy MC. I'm trying to like film and maybe do like some vlog stuff.
Are you still talking to Tony?
Every once in a while I'll see him, yeah.
Tell him I said hi.
I will. Dude, bring both of us on the podcast one time. I'm down to
should.
come back and do this.
Dude, fucking comedy. You guys are comedy geniuses.
I know. Especially listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, it's like he kind of makes me want to do stand up. You listen to Tiger Belly?
No, I don't.
Tiger Belly's Bobby Lee's podcast. It's just him and his girlfriend
okay.
and then a couple other people. But I don't know, it's hilarious and they just kind of go off and talk about a bunch of crazy shit.
Fucking Bobby Lee.
But I don't know. I'm just shy and fucking scared, Mm-hmm. So maybe if I could come out of that. And
You did it before?
I did. High school was a big kind of turning point because going into high school, I was like middle school, I was super social and silly and I would sit down literally at everybody's like lunch table and like talk to them. And then high school, I would do the same thing, but I was a little more out there. And this is when everyone's kind of like maturing. So I'd go up to seniors and shit, and they would just be like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" And, and then I kind of was just like, I kind of got down on myself. I was like, all right, I kind of need to tone it down a little bit. And then I started smoking weed, and I was just like, dude, I'm just gonna chill. Like, I don't need to. But I don't know. I feel like I don't want to stay in that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird state that marijuana puts you in. That, especially, at least for me, it was hard to get. I'm still picking up the coffee.
Yeah, I love coffee.
Sorry.
Oh, you're still cleaning up the
still,
coffee.
Yeah.
I know. That's good.
The bandmates are gonna come in like, why does it smell better than before?
What kind of coffee do you drink?
Just whatever. I stopped by McDonald's and picked this
Okay.
up really quick. But yeah, I just picked up whatever. It's good
As
though.
long as it's got caffeine in it.
Yeah. That sucks. I used to pride myself on not drinking caffeine, but now I need it.
Yeah. I've been like meditating and stuff too. You use the Headspace app, or have you ever heard of it?
Mm-mm.
There's an app that'll just kind of guide you through meditations. And
Okay.
I don't know, seeing if it'll just kind of help me out a little bit. And the other day I meditated, I ran, and I was like, I got ready for work, and I didn't drink coffee. I was like, oh yeah, I don't need caffeine either. And I was just fucking miserable. I was like, fuck.
Give me some tea, Dad.
Yeah, it's like my girlfriend says, you're probably addicted to coffee. I was like, no, I don't need it, because I'll go a day without it sometimes, like on a weekend.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't need coffee. And then I guess, I don't know. I might need coffee.
I'm doing the coffee with the lion's mane, and that shit's helping.
Coffee with what?
Lion's mane.
Oh, yeah, okay. You mix it in,
Or
or it's
I
the
just take the
2-in-1?
pills.
Or you take the pills?
I take the pills and just drink some coffee, but not today.
Have you noticed any benefit from it?
I'll be honest. Today's my second day,
Okay.
but yesterday I was fucking like bullet awake.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, and like I have problems remembering lyrics and shit because my brain doesn't do that anymore. I was like, oh shit, I remember the song. I can sing.
I
it.
haven't remembered a lyric like since middle school. Literally.
How long? Going back to the weed though, how long were you smoking weed for? Like, were you smoking weed every day or?
Yeah, just about. I was smoking since high school. Started like maybe on the weekends or every other day, and then just about damn near every day.
And then you just stopped.
It's not even like I officially stopped. But I'm trying to take a break.
Yeah.
I'm on like a little health kick right now,
I feel it.
just to see if I feel a difference. You know what I mean? Because you're high every day. You've experienced what, like 10 years of your life, like through this lens. I just want to see like if things are different
Yeah,
through a different lens.
I feel it. Yeah, for my experience, it is. It's a lot of my creativity came back.
Yeah.
A lot of I mean, it's different for everyone, but yeah, my creativity came back. I don't know. It inhibited a part of me that made everything like feel okay, and in reality, it wasn't. I'm like, I got to get my shit together. I can't be doing this shit. I just got to do it because it was like, weed's fine if you get your shit together, but if you don't, what was the saying I heard? Lazy people should not smoke weed.
Yeah, and I'm totally a lazy person, man. Like, I like weed because it makes music sound better and makes food taste better.
Makes food way better.
But it's yeah, seriously. But it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I'll try to make some music and I'll be high, and then I'll like a couple minutes into it, I'll just be like, yeah. That also, I've had like super creativity block lately, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of just detoxing for a little bit to see if it'll bring it back. So I'm hopeful now that you said that.
Like honestly, dude, it made me relook at life and be like, all right, we got shit to do. Like, as human beings, we have to go do our shit. We have to go do our role in life. In my, just my opinion, we all have our special roles. Yeah. And then for me, I don't know, maybe this is my role. Hopefully.
Yeah, man,
Right?
keep doing it. I think that's just the trick to everything, is just keep doing whatever you're doing. If you believe in it, just keep doing it.
Yeah, and I think we'll find our place in life. And it was just hard to just move when you're high because it's like, well, it's fine.
Yeah,
you
just
get
like,
comfortable.
whatever, yeah. But I guess we realized that it wasn't just fine.
Yeah. And you're like, all right, I gotta go do shit now. And
Yeah.
I feel so much better that I'm like out doing stuff. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. And it's just like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to get out of that routine.
And then,
You want some of my coffee, dude?
Nah, I'm good.
You
dude.
sure? I got hella.
All right, here, just pour it in.
I got you.
I'm so sad over my coffee.
Cheers.
Thank you, sir.
Got it.
Oh, this is delicious.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. What is it?
I don't know. Whatever my mom has. I like what is it? Phil's? You like Phil's coffee?
I've had it a couple times, yeah.
You tried it? Yeah. You can buy their beans and
Oh, yeah?
it's pretty good coffee, yeah.
They just opened a
Strong.
shop around here, I think, didn't
Mm-hmm.
they?
They got one in Fremont in
right
the
on.
hub.
Oh, shit. All right. My girlfriend loves Phil's. I'll have
Gives
to
up my
treat her to
girlfriend
it.
too, yeah. She always, but it's all like super sugared, and she gets the mojito or whatever, or
Oh, yeah.
Phil's way. Super sweet.
I
It's
love it,
good, but yeah, I like my black coffee.
Yeah, dude, you know what's weird when I was like in the zone? Weed made me connect with my body in a different way that I didn't know I could, and I'm still chasing that because I was losing weight. I was losing a lot more weight. I was like in the zone. I was like just connected. I don't know how to explain it. That's the one thing I miss from it.
On weed, you're losing weight?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was weird.
The munchies didn't affect you? Or did you not get munchies? Because
No,
sometimes it'll suppress your hunger.
I did get the munchies, but I learned to control it.
Okay.
Because it was more of the thing. It's like, all right, let me just, because I know I'm under the influence. I know how food tastes. I know how amazing it tastes. So I would eat one piece, and I would just let it sit.
Oh,
and
enjoy it.
Enjoy
Just
it.
Yeah.
And I feel like now that after it came off, I started getting a little bit more weed, and I think it's because I missed the endorphins.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I just need more and more and more. I'm like, fuck, I gotta fix that.
Feel it.
And then like exercising while high was amazing. Like
I couldn't do that.
It's like you just feel all your muscles just contract and do all this other weird stuff. I'm like,
I feel it.
But yeah, what helped me get over weed was shrooms.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I did that high dose and I just went,
You
just went to
over
it.
it after that?
Yeah,
That's cool.
and then it, just it is what it is. I mean, I fucking love it. I miss it, but I know right now is not the time of my life to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe fucking 30 years from now. I don't know.
Yeah, or just,
Unfortunately.
yeah, when you got some time, or you got nothing to do, or yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like alcohol. You just gotta manage it better.
Yeah, definitely. Like if I have a kid, or when I have a kid, I'm definitely not gonna just be like stoned around them. You know what I mean? Or getting drunk all the time. I'll probably have a beer or something. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna be living how I live now.
Yeah,
So,
they're precious little things.
dude, I know. I bet they are. I want one, but I'm afraid at the same time. Has it been a fun ride so far?
It's been a fun ride. Dude, it's weird because I was having this like thought in my head. It's the stupid lines, man. It's fucking partially psychedelic in my opinion.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I've been getting like weird ass thoughts. I'm like, why am I just going on a weird tangent? It's just like it's super clear and focused tangents though.
Yeah.
Fucking kids are an art form.
Kids are an art form?
Kids are an art form, dude.
In the sense of how you have to like read them and stuff like that,
Just
and how to
everything.
give them what they need.
How they're made.
Yeah.
How they're made, how they come out, and just, like remember how we were just talking about you jam and you just mesh with someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking making a kid.
It's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little you.
And it's just like this giant, because art comes from emotion, right? Art is the divine.
Mm-hmm.
And, when that kid comes out, it's a mesh of two people who hopefully love each other.
Yeah.
And just like when I look at my kid, it's like, dude, you're so beautiful. You're so awesome. You're just so fun to look at. You're so fun. He's a giant ball of joy. He's going to be a loud one. Definitely. He's going to be a loud one. I already know.
That's dope.
But, it's just like, I'm like, dude, fuck, how do I say this? I've had a lot of conversations with friends and like other people, and they're like, oh, we're a giant population. We don't need to have any more children. We're a plague on the earth. I'm like, I guess, but how the fuck are you gonna solve it? Mm-hmm. It's like you're gonna die, and problems still gonna go on without you. And I feel like Leo is my contribution to the world, so I gotta make him right.
Yeah.
Or, show him the right ways.
You definitely don't want to raise a little bastard.
Yeah.
He's gonna fuck shit up.
I watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh man, fucking Joffrey.
Yeah, we don't want another Joffrey.
Do not need that.
You want a Jon Snow.
Exactly.
Broodmore, little one. But yeah, dude, it's just, I don't know, just like I said, from that mushroom trip, everything. I got two things out of it. We're all stuck in cycles, and emotion is energy, and energy is everything. I may be wrong on a physics sense. That's how I see it. Yeah,
it's all energy for sure. I definitely agree with that.
And it's just, I'm like, dude, we just gotta get our shit. Negative emotions. You know what? Everyone knows what negative emotion just does. And just, especially getting off that high kick and just stop doing weed. It's like I had to learn how to manage my emotions better and just learn. I'm like, all right, just remember remember how you felt when you were high. Remember those feelings. Remember your mindset and that, and just try to apply it to real life. But realize, you're not high. It's hard.
Yeah, my stress has definitely been lightweight kicking back in these past few days. Just because it's kind of like I coped with it, you know what I mean? That kind of was like, I was super stoked on weed because it made me not worry about a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? Like mortality, I was like, okay, we're all going to die, it's whatever. But it's like, now it's like
we're all going to die.
We're going to fucking die. So, I don't know, maybe it's good, it's good to be aware that, I know I don't want to, and I know, well, I'm gonna, so I might as well fucking make the most out of it.
Yeah, I feel it. I don't know, dude. It's just, are you religious or spiritual? I would say you're spiritual.
I was like, I grew up kind of Christian, and now I'm sort of just kind of spiritual. I'm been wanting to look into like Buddhism, but I really don't know anything about Buddhism except for that they're chilling. I don't know. I really just want to be happy and fucking make other people happy and just live and love, and as corny as that is, but
I mean, that's what it is, right? I mean, I could take everything away from you, but I can't take away your happiness.
Exactly.
That's in you.
It's like I feel like if I was living in a shack, I feel like I'd still find a way to be happy.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. It's hard for people to see shit like that because it's like, oh, it's like, I need my skateboard. I don't know, fuck it, People get attached to things, and in the end, we're not going to have anything at all.
Exactly.
And to realize that what we have here is just awesome and beautiful, and we should just learn how to enjoy it and make it better for everyone else. Because I think you and we kind of understand that, just that concept, and we know how to be happy on our own, but we like to share that gift with other people.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's no fun being happy by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want people to kind of just see it. I don't know. People are on these missions to do all this stuff in life that may not even necessarily benefit like their well-being or anybody's well-being. They're just doing it because they think they have to. Yeah. And it's like
a wall.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to tell anybody that their mission isn't important, but I don't know. It all depends on really what you want to do. Some people just want to conquer and get a bunch of stuff, and I just want to be.
You know what I'm gonna tell those people?
Happy.
They should watch Infinity War.
Dude, I haven't fucking
seen that. You haven't seen it yet?
No, so bad. Black Panther and Infinity War I haven't seen yet.
You should go. I should have brought back. I should let you borrow Black Panther. Here, it's on my phone.
Just text it. I watched like a quarter of it after one of the beach shows, and I fell asleep. I'd just be getting wasted at those shows. But it's fun.
And no crazy stories yet getting wasted.
No crazy stories.
Any near misses?
I just be getting drunk. Well, no, I have a crazy story actually. Our second Beat Culture show was in New York, and so we played at this bar, and the next day we were at this warehouse, and the warehouse was cool, but then there's this crazy that's not even a scary thing. That's just a fun fact. There's just this crazy Bone Crusher. You know who Bone Crusher is? Like this big rapper who sang that song, I Ain't Never Scared. Oh, just a big motherfucker. He just looked like he could have killed everybody with one punch. But I was in the middle of my set, and then he just came up to me, and he said, "What's going on?" I was like, "I'm just playing my beats." And he's like, "So everybody's just coming here to play beats?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty chill." And he's like, I just do stuff on my phone. And I was like, that's all you need. And he kind of just stood there and looked at me like with a blank stare and then walked away. And I was like, all right. I was like, okay. And then
He wanted to plug his phone in.
yeah, I don't know. And then I don't know. He was just kind of making people uncomfortable. That was a little sketch. Anyways, but after that, we were with all the homies at our buddy has an apartment out in Brooklyn, and we were leaving. We were gonna go get some food before our flight back, and we were all in the elevator. And when the elevator was closing, it kind of just went like kind of like slowly creaked, and we were all just looking at each other like, that's kind of weird, huh? We kind of just laughed about it. Oh well, like we're on the top floor. I think it's like 8 floors, maybe 5 or 8, small apartment building, and then it starts to go down, and we hear it kind of struggle again, like, oh, this is a little weird, and all of a sudden, poof, and it just stops, and we're just like, oh fuck! There's like air conditioning going. Air conditioning's gone. It's all done. And we start pushing all the buttons, and nothing's happening. We're just like, fuck! What do we do? There's like 8 of us in this small ass elevator with like tarps around the side so people can move in or whatever. So we have all our gear and jackets on because it's freezing outside, and we're just like stuck in there. Like, what the fuck?
You're supposed to fight to the death. That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to fight to the death. That's what you're supposed to do.
Dude, I know. Like fucking, someone comes on the intercom, like, I want to play a game. No, but we all look at our phone. None of us have service, and we're just like, fuck. What do we do? So we push the little fire button. Thank God somebody answers, and she's like, tells us like 45 minutes before somebody's gonna be there. We're just like, fucking A, man.
Fucking, I gotta poop.
Dude, well, I didn't, but so many thoughts cross your mind when you're like trapped in a little box, dude. It was such a trip. And you just read everybody's like body language. Like some people are just joking, some people are trying to be like, all right, this is what we gotta do. You know what I mean? And I'm just sitting there like, fuck, man, like hyperventilating. Cause I don't know. I used to not really trip about too much stuff, but then I had a bad acid trip. I took maybe like a quarter tab, and we got stuck on the bridge coming back from San Francisco.
Ooh.
And I had a huge panic attack, and I was just like, because we're coming back, so you know how the cars go above you. I just kept on hearing these sounds like,
oh god,
I was like, what the fuck is that? Like I thought the bridge was falling, and I thought somebody was like shooting like terrorist attacks. You know, there's so much shit going on in the world today, so I literally envisioned what it was like for people to be in 9/11.
Oh damn!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to just be stuck in a like you're doomed. You're fucked. There's nothing you can do. And I realized at that moment, I was like, dude, I don't want to fucking die. Like especially not like this. So that was like kind of burned into my like brain for like since then.
Dude, that fucking sucks.
I
know exactly what not a lot of people, I guess people realize with just psychedelics and stuff is when you have a bad trip or just even a trip in general, your mind just goes on a trip, you know, it just goes on its own, and you could literally live someone else's life in those moments. And when you do, you, like you said, you experience 9/11 because I mean, let's be honest, we're humans, we know exactly what happens, we know exactly how shit goes down, but we don't think about that shit. But when you're on psychedelics and stuff, those barriers are removed.
It becomes real.
And then you could actually empathize with all that situation, and those are some scary ass moments.
Yeah, it was rough, and that shit just kind of just lives with you now.
I know exactly.
But I've calmed down a little bit. It's like I'm not afraid of everything, but I didn't want to go over the bridge for a long time.
Yeah.
And so when I got stuck in that elevator, and I was just like, all that flashed back, and I was just like,
oh, dude, that's scary.
Yeah, but we got out. Some dude pried it open. Luckily, we were on the bottom floor already. We didn't know where we were. And some dude pried us out. I hugged him.
It's Bone Crusher now.
Yeah, no, it was Bone Crusher. He came back. Why were you tripping off me, dog? I told you I got you. No. That would have been crazy.
My hero. That would have been tight.
But yeah, that was the craziest story I have that music has taken me on.
Right on. I just got drunk a lot and played on stages.
That's always good. You ever stage dive?
Nah, I'm too big, dude.
No,
Crush people.
if the crowd's like dense enough. I don't want to. That's
what
a dream
show?
for
What
sure.
shows do we play where the crowd is that dense?
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't played one yet. I want to though.
I did play DNA Lounge, the big stage.
Yeah.
Because it was like one of those battle of the bands. Essentially, just pay to win. We sold 100 tickets.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it's when you're in a ska band, fucking that's pretty easy to do.
Oh, were you in a ska band?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we did that. Dude, it was just fucking so easy just to sell all those tickets. But there was a lot of people there. It was nice. It's cool to play a big stage like that. I played Gilman a whole bunch of times, which was fun. I fucking love Gilman.
Oh hell yeah.
You know, just the history involved with it.
For sure. They're still around, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
They're still going. They're. I don't like the state of things right now with social justice warriors.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's said they're telling other people what they can and can't do, and I don't like that. And it just comes down to that.
Yeah. At Gilman or just in general?
Just in general, but it is Berkeley.
Yeah.
You know, you get some of that there too, and they just want to be in charge and just tell people, I'm like, dude, I'm just here to listen to music.
Yeah.
It's scaring people off a little bit.
It's a little intense. It's like I was just I'm listening to the Joe Rogan podcast and shit. So it's like I don't know. I'm not super informed on like a lot of politics and stuff like that, and I'm very chill and like live and let live. But I saw myself as like super left, but
Yeah.
now I feel I definitely feel like I'm just in the middle. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I can definitely see both sides, and I'm not really trying to push anything on anybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been watching like those cringe compilations,
Oh.
social justice warriors getting owned or whatever. And some of them, it's like, okay, they're not really getting owned. It's just kind of annoying to watch. But yeah,
Not a lot of people are having dialogues anymore.
exactly.
And that's unfortunate because we have to learn from each other. I mean, that's why we're here. And a lot of people are just stuck in their own bubble.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool if you're making music, but not when you got to interact with the whole world.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's what we have to do. That's our jobs as humans.
yeah. People don't want to hear opinions that oppose to theirs, and without getting mad.
Yeah.
It's like, don't get mad. It's like they're not attacking you. They're not doing anything to you. It's just, I don't know. Just got to have the conversation.
I feel it. I don't know, just a lot of people they don't want to, they're afraid to see, I think, because I mean, we're all the same, and I got this from the mushroom trips and all this other stuff. It's like, we're all capable of doing everything that everyone else does. We all have the same capabilities to do that. And I feel like if they don't want to talk about it, they're afraid that they'll see that in themselves too.
Yeah.
We should be good. All right, we had a little technical difficulties. I forgot what we were talking about.
Social justice warriors, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's whatever.
Yeah,
Like, chill out. Why are you tripping off shit?
that was weird. I'm going to go back and be like, oh, that's what we were talking about. We should have continued that conversation. Whatever.
I get it if you're fighting for inequality and you really plan to do something about it, but if you're just gonna start yelling at people and interrupting the conversation of people who are actually trying to fix it, you know what I mean, or work it out at least, then
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I mean, if shit was meant to be perfect right away, then shit would have meant to be like there would be no time, in my opinion. We were meant to grow and just keep going through life, but I don't know if people just want things to be done already. I think it's just the culture that we're in now too, where we want everything instantaneous.
Yeah, the internet,
I mean,
one day shipping.
Amazon, Netflix, Spotify. Oh my God,
I want it now.
I want it now.
It's my money, and I want it now.
We do live in the future, dude.
Yep, we do.
It's interesting because I don't know, like I'll get some weird thoughts and just in my head, like I said with this fucking Lions band I've been taking, I daydream a lot. Now my daydreams are taking off. I took this to focus in real life, and now the focus is on the daydreams.
Dude, daydreaming is important sometimes. Well, it's trippy. Like, I'll just be sitting there, like, even when I'm watching TV, and I'll be like, oh, and I'll, like, snap out. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I was watching. I'll just be thinking.
I think you and I are thinkers.
Yeah.
I think so now. I mean, I haven't talked to you in 8 years, but now, like, just having this small conversation, I'm like, I think we're on the same page
I'm
with
reading
that
you,
shit.
man.
Yeah. It's like we just go through shit and we just let shit play out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the fun part of just seeing how things happen, because they're going to happen there's no need to force it.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna force it, that just means you're impatient.
Just gotta ride the wave. And it's like, people can force it. I mean, well, people can definitely have a goal, and people can definitely push towards that goal if they want to. I feel like I'm just not there. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have the determination. I don't know necessarily what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm kind of just gonna live until I see what I want. You know, if I find it, I'm definitely gonna go for it. You know, I wanted to make music. I'm making music.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So, you know, I guess I want some money, but but I gotta figure out how to fucking find it. I mean, I'm making money, but I'm not, you know, doing it the way, not to the volumes that I want. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
I just want that comfort and that what do you call that security? But I don't want to fucking sacrifice like my soul. You know what I mean? I don't want to do
totally
some
agree,
bullshit
yeah.
that I don't give a fuck about just for the money, because there's no point.
Yeah.
You know, so
I totally agree.
I'm waiting. I'm looking around. I'm floating in the pool. I'm gonna see that path. I'm gonna fucking
Just go for it.
shoot for it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, dude. That's my mentality too. It's like why are you gonna sacrifice your soul? We're here to do things, you know, make other people happy, and if you can't make yourself happy, we're not doing what we're supposed to in my eyes. Shit, dude. This world we live in kind of sucks, but I guess it's our job to make it better.
Yeah.
And
At
then,
least to the extent that we can.
yeah. Ah, dude. I forgot what I was listening to, but I feel like it's our job. 'Cause I guess we'd be a little religious, but God made us, but I think He did half the job, and we were meant to finish it. 'Cause God didn't make the iPhone. You know, we made that.
He just put the tools here for the iPhone to be made.
Yeah. And you know, so how are you gonna think that, like, especially like the religious right and all this other stuff, like, oh, things are perfect. I'm like, they're not perfect the way they are now. You know, all this cool stuff that we've, you know, increased life quality. It's like we did that. You know, He helped us, whatever you want to say, but in the end, we still have to make that ourselves. He's not gonna come down and do that for us. I hate personifying God though.
Yeah.
It's hard to just think about that shit, because I'm like, you can't personify us. As the moment you personify God, you automatically forget what God is, and that's just the force of nature.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I don't know if it's like, I go back and forth in believing it. Like, I feel like the way I've been seeing it is kind of like this is just a big old accident. You know what I mean? That it's just like, I don't know, these, like, I feel like kind of like, you know, mold. You know what I mean? How it just grows. Like the universe is just kind of expanding, and we're just like this big old crazy, like, coincidence sort of thing. But I don't know. I still catch myself like, God, please. You know what I mean? You know, so it's, you know, it's just the big unknown.
If we think about it rationally, scientifically, it's kind of creepy when you think that we are the universe created us to study itself. Because we study the universe, but we are the universe.
Yeah.
And then you get in this weird cycle. It's like, oh, fuck. It's like if a cell became sentient and just started studying the body.
How do we know they're not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I just don't have enough knowledge to really go into...
The cell has a PhD.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. We have, like, all these certificates and stuff that...
What do they mean?
I don't know. This whole... Life is a trip. This whole thing's trippy.
Yeah, there's nothing more psychedelic than life, in my opinion. Just the perception of reality. This is a cool podcast.
Yeah, man. It is fun. I'm having fun.
I like this. Not, you know, other guests will talk about music history, guitar tone, but like today we talk about psychedelics.
We're getting deep in it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I wish I knew, like, music theory, though.
Me too.
Do you know any music
I know my scales.
Yeah.
That's it. Like the blues scale, you know, just major scale, minor scale, whatever. But you know what I fucking hate that I did learn about that? Is that I feel like it restricted my playing.
Yeah.
I can't explain it, but you know, when I was younger, I didn't have like the, you know, quote unquote rules. So I could do whatever. I didn't have to follow the rules. And now it's like, oh, I guess there's rules.
Yeah.
I should follow them.
I know.
And I can't get out of that.
I know. It's weird. And it fucks you up, right?
Yeah.
fucks me up too, because it's like you're more aware, and you know, things sound better if they're like, I don't know. I didn't know anything about like chords and chord progressions or anything like that. I was just sampling and chopping up like, oh, this sounds cool, and then I'll just put drums over it. Now it's like, okay, I kind of want a chord progression, and I want to try and make stuff in that, like make an actual like song. But it's fucking me up.
Yeah.
Like I've got like plugins and stuff that'll help me like lay down chords, and I'll try to play stuff in, but it just doesn't feel authentic.
I feel
Yeah.
it sucks. Like I don't know how to break out of that. I'm stuck in a cycle.
Even with mixing music, you know what I mean? I was just kind of doing whatever sounds good, just cranking everything up, turning everything up. And now it's like, okay, now I'm aware. It's okay, you're not supposed to do this kind of stuff, and I don't know. The rules are weird. I feel like.
No, I did that because I did a lot of video editing and coloring, and I'm like, oh, this looks beautiful. This looks. I'm like, and I didn't know my
translate onto the screen or something like that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I didn't know my reds were blown out.
Yeah,
I didn't know I had to do it like this. I'm like, this ain't fun anymore. It's like now I gotta follow the rules. It's just like all this and all that. But at least from my experience, we should learn the rules. But if we're gonna learn the rules, we really have to learn all the rules. We just can't learn half of them.
Yeah.
And then once we apply them and just learn everything, then we could break the rules.
Exactly. And I think that's something we kind of learned like early in school, like with writing and stuff like that. It's like, because I was a shitty writer, I'd just write stuff. And he says, you have to learn the rules before you can break them. I was like, all right. Yeah. But I never learned.
I still don't know what a fragment is.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Fragment? It's like a piece, right, of something?
A sentence or something. It's like a half a sentence. I'm like, oh. What's the subject?
We're out of school.
But I'll rock math. Math, you can't fuck.
Yeah.
You can't do experiment. Like maybe you can do experimental math.
You can't break the rules in math unless you get into that deep shit.
Yeah.
I never got that far.
Yeah.
Algebra 1 all the way through. Legit.
I got up to calculus, but even then I didn't even know like what a domain and range is, and apparently that's the most basic concept in calculus. Got a C.
Whatever he got out of it.
Nah, I miss school sometimes.
I miss the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
Just everybody being put together and
just seeing what happened.
Exactly, pretty much.
Damn, dude. Shit. What so what do you got next coming up?
Just, you know, the next Beat Culture show is coming up on what is it, July something? Second Saturday of July.
Okay.
I'm going to Greece in a week. For 2 weeks.
Vacation?
Yep.
Gonna drop your mixtapes over there?
No, I'm bringing my computer. I'm definitely gonna try and make some music on the plane. I made some music on the plane going to New York and coming back, taking some acid. So
nice.
Should be fun. See how that goes.
Just load yourself up.
I did acid in the Dominican.
Oh damn!
It was fucking crazy. It was like in a all-inclusive resort. So it was just like this big old palace. There's flamingos and I swear to God, like you're in like this emperor's like fucking palace back in the day. It was so cool. And then everything's all you can eat, all you can drink. You do whatever you want. All the people are there to kind of just like serve you. So it was fucking wonderful. But we left the resort. Not on acid, I wouldn't do that. I'm tripping out.
Yeah.
But we left the resort to do like an excursion, to do like zip lining.
Okay.
And the country's super poor. And it's really sad to see that. It's like people living in shacks and stuff. And then I got back to like my freaking all-inclusive resort, and I just felt like shit. I was like,
damn.
Man, I shouldn't be enjoying this. It's like I'm just out here just bullshitting, and then all the people who work there, I just assume are just kind of looking at us like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy.
Dude, that's a trip, though, when you really think about it, and the quality of life we have here.
We're fucking lucky.
We are. I mean, especially, I guess the basic concept you can acknowledge it is with food. Because here, we could have a different meal every day. Other countries, they don't. It's like fucking just rice 3 days, 3 times a day, every day.
Yep.
It's like, that's...
It's like, and then they might have to kill their favorite chicken one day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like... It's rough.
And that favorite chicken's only for like whatever
meal.
holiday they have, you know? It's only for
yeah.
a special holiday, someone's birthday. It's like, happy birthday. Here's your pet chicken.
Yeah, you really got to appreciate what we got.
Yeah. Dude, it's kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's like we're in this position, so we should, like I said, we should just do what we have to do. And guess what? I was watching a TED Talk one day, and they were talking about nonprofits. It's like, you should, if you have the capability to earn $100,000 and donate as much money as you want, or work as as a volunteer. It's like, when you're working as a volunteer, you're not making enough money. You're maybe donating maybe like $2,000 worth of time. But if you're gonna donate like $5,000 because you're making $100,000 a year, isn't that the better option?
I guess so.
I
definitely want reliable income.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you can distribute it
Yeah.
better,
It's because like people are saying, oh, you should do good, we should go do this, do that. But if I could contribute more in a different way, doing something else, I'm gonna go do that. Like another one, there's this nonprofit shit. They were a company that would like help promote nonprofit stuff, and it was like a for-profit nonprofit.
For profits for the nonprofits.
Yeah, kind of.
Something?
So they would
Okay.
throw down a lot of money for like just like random shit, like flyers and just special things and stuff like that. But they were blowing through so much money, it kind of looked bad. But because they were doing that, they were able to raise so much more money for the profits. So they were raising like hundreds of thousands of dollars. But people got outraged because they felt like they were spending all that extra money when they should be spending it on the other things. And it's like, well, let's stop doing that. And then like the next event, they raised like $2,000, like something like sad. It's like, you have the opportunity to do something better with what skills life gave you. So go do that.
Yeah. Today's Future Sound is the nonprofit that we do the beat show with. When we were out in New York, we were all wasted, and then I guess they thought we were spending the money on going to a strip club or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, the dude hit me up. He was like, dude, do you know anything about like going to a strip club? I was like, dude, we didn't go to a fucking strip club, but supposedly they don't want to work with them anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. It's like even if like our friends were saying something about going to a strip club, like that's totally not what happened. Like he's super serious about his nonprofit and stuff like that. So
that's lame.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's
Stuff.
Even if he did go to a strip club, he probably uses his own money.
Yeah,
it's like,
because
why
we're
is
going
that
to
a problem?
club. But no.
Everyone likes titties.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. Dude.
Wait, have I? I did open up for I guess they were like dancers for like it was weird. There was a backing band and there was like some like just dancers and they were like stripping with a backup band. I'm like, I opened for
Well, you were
this.
playing and you had people stripping?
No, I played before them.
Oh, okay.
So it was a weird.
Oh, it was like a gig.
Like a burlesque, yeah, kind of
Okay.
thing. I did that, and like the next band played. I'm like, oh, it's like some instrumental surf band. It's like, okay, these girls are now stripping. They came out of nowhere.
That's interesting.
I think that's the closest I've gone to.
I've got like no desire to go.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, who doesn't like boobs and stuff? But I don't know. It's like false. I don't know. It's just very
Fake.
shallow,
Yeah.
fake. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not really into that. I don't know. Unless I was just like super wasted and it'd be funny to just go and
Yeah.
whatever. But I don't know. I've
It's
never
not in her
really
soul.
had a desire. Yeah, spend money just to have somebody like tease you. It's like no thank you.
That's what the internet's for.
Yeah,
It's free.
exactly. Have porn.
And I can stream it wherever.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Just like these VR goggles.
Dude, I'm waiting for that shit. I hella want VR. You get, like I want an Oculus. Have you heard of VR chat?
Yeah.
It reminds me of just like old Counter-Strike days.
Oh,
Like just
yeah.
running around like in modded like maps and
And
servers.
just talking to
and
people,
talking
right?
to people, yeah. I hella miss that.
Or like the superhero mods. You remember that?
For sure. Like Spider-Man and all over. And yeah, fuck.
Miss that, dude. I miss those days.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried a VR goggle set. It's just like one of those thingy ones that you plug your phone in.
Yeah.
Put on some YouTube videos. I was like at an AC/DC concert.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think my dad bought one, and then he had like I pulled up some shark video on YouTube, and I was like looking around. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Dude, the future is here.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no other way to really say it. It's like you get whatever you want.
By the time we're 50, there's gonna be some crazy shit. But even, do you think it's gonna cap off, or do you think it's just gonna keep going? Like
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna keep going because I mean, look at our imaginations.
Mm-hmm.
There's other people out there with some crazy ass imaginations too. They're gonna come with something we didn't even think about.
They're gonna create new drugs that are gonna just expand your thoughts even more or something. It's like, whoa.
Or we're gonna be plugged into something like the Matrix.
Yeah, that's a thought.
Literally. No.
Yeah, literally. that is a thought.
And I think that's our eventual end goal is we're just gonna be plugged into some weird.
We're gonna leave this physical realm and.
I think so.
All...
I don't think that's what we should do, but I have a feeling it may happen.
I don't know. It's a trip. If we don't blow ourselves up.
Yeah.
Before
that's the first thing. It's either we're gonna be in a computer or we're gonna blow ourselves up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like I've been thinking about it, to be human is to suffer, and to overcome that suffer is what we have to do. But think about it, I don't know how we're gonna do it as a human population.
Yeah, it's everybody's got to be on the same wave, but everyone's not. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many different ideals and views and stuff, and I can't even say that there's a right one. You know? So it's like, how are you gonna choose, or how's that gonna happen?
No, I totally agree.
My biggest psychedelic conclusion is like where I don't think that that'll go any further from what I can learn from being on psychedelics is like everything. This is just a beautiful disaster. That's it. I don't know. Like the world, it's beautiful. Like babies are being born, people are dying, flowers are growing, flowers are dying. It's beautiful, but it's just this big beautiful disaster.
I'm gonna have to go sit on that later, Andrew.
Dude, that's all I got. Like that was, if I were to put it into 2 words.
Damn, that's deep.
That's all I can get.
No,
beautiful
dude,
disaster.
that's, oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Like that song. Like
yeah.
They had it right. But
oh my god, I'm gonna have to go sit on that. I'm gonna think about that. Do you ever just sit and think?
Bruh. Yes.
That's all I do is just sit and think.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I work in Silicon Valley, out in Mountain View.
Nice.
So like I just deliver shit to engineers and stuff. So I'm part of the inventory team. Like, oh, here's your cable. So I just have a lot of free time. I'm a lot by myself, so I'll just push my cart and think.
Driving?
I do some driving, but like it's mostly in buildings. So I have like a little push cart.
Okay.
With all the stuff on it, like a mail boy.
Yeah.
I'm a delivery boy.
I love driving.
And then yeah, I just think. Usually I have like a podcast in my ear, but I had to plug in my headphones because they were dead because I had Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
So I put them down and I just started pushing things and I just started thinking. I'm like, fuck, I forgot about this. I'm like, it feels like school all over again because we weren't allowed to have headphones or anything. We had to do something with our boredom.
Yeah.
That feeling's coming back now and I kind of like it.
The
boredom.
Boredom?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposedly good to be bored.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put my phone down a little more. I'm not doing that good of a job at it, but you know, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it makes us think.
Exactly, it does. Like that's why I'm setting time aside to like meditate. Because otherwise I'm just fucking scrolling, looking for the next YouTube video or scrolling down the Instagram feed, and I'm not really getting anything from it. You know what I mean? It's just empty calories in a sense. You know
dude, I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Like,
You're dropping them now.
Every once in a while, you'll get like something cool and you'll learn something like beneficial from it. But other than that, you're just fucking jerking off your mind, watching food porn and shit.
Coming with them,
yeah. Got the
dropping them.
Knowledge.
When I did the mushrooms, I went on social media.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was a trip. It's weird.
It is weird.
It's I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, like all these things that happen, like, you know, I just sit and think about them. My girlfriend's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just thinking."
Yeah.
But something I learned in school because I went to SF State for broadcasting too, so we did a lot of theory and stuff too. And I guess the main message, the medium is part of the message, or the medium is the message. And I didn't really understand that until now. And it's like for example, photography. back in the day, only rich people took photographs, and they never smiled or anything. It's because they were it was a special moment. And in that time, the whole medium of a photograph shows all that encompasses into that photograph. It's like, oh, these people have money, they have all this, they have all that. That's all stated in the photograph. And then you come to now, you do it with TV, like even with selfies. It's like, it's hard to separate because I think there's two types of people out there that use social media: those for attention, those that
Right.
like old people don't do it for attention. If you ever seen an old person's
Yeah,
Facebook,
well, some of them do a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like old people use social media to connect with like old friends that they haven't seen. In a
like
long
it's like
time.
it's an authentic feeling. They
Yeah.
don't. They're like, oh look, like, oh, I'm just at the game with my son, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's cute. It's like they're not trying to show off, but I think our generation does a
It's
lot.
the flex generation.
Yeah. And it's just kind of sad. It's like, oh, look at my selfie. I'm just trying to be cute. I'm trying to get likes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hate that fakeness. It's like, and what people don't understand is that message is built into the medium. You can't separate that unless you're like an old person, and I don't know. You can tell, you can see it. You know when you see it.
Yeah. I mean, what are pictures? They're just capturing moments.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you're feeling good about a moment, you want it to last. You want to share it. If it's a good moment, you want to let people know that.
Yeah.
Like, check it out. I've got, this happened and it's awesome, but it's like permanent. You know what I mean? It's on your phone forever. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like you're just stacking a bunch of good moments and feel like everyone's like on a race to, not necessarily a race, but everyone's trying to stack the most good moments to kind of prove that their life is quote unquote the best. you
Yeah.
know?
And from my experiences, like, we all fucking suck.
Yeah, everyone's fucking miserable. No.
Yeah.
Fucking Bourdain, dude.
Oh, dude, that was sad.
I'm so fucking sad about Bourdain.
It's this whole past couple of years have been rough. Shit like that.
Yeah, just shit is rough, man. Shit is
Shit,
really
yeah.
sad,
And I think, we should all talk about our problems. We should all talk about that stuff. It doesn't hurt.
I feel like everyone's lonely. Everyone's alone. Everyone's, all you have is yourself, really. Like, even if you're like in a super tight relationship, it's like cool, you're happy, but they're still not you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not. No one is in your brain except for you. So. Yeah, I don't know. He was just one of those dudes. He like overcame heroin, and he was just like, I could kind of relate to kind of his downness sometimes. But it was like, cool, he had it together. He had like this job. He liked to eat, and he seemed like he was living it up, like
Yeah.
he didn't like start doing shit heavy until I know he was a chef.
Yeah.
He got pretty high up as a chef, but then he like blew up and was like famous at 44. So you would think like, cool, like that seems like a good time to kind of get famous, because you get famous when you're young.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to keep that shit up, or otherwise you're kind of just like on the decline. But he's, I don't know, he's good, but I don't know. That was a hard one for me.
It's because like we all thought he had his shit together,
Mm-hmm.
but in reality he didn't.
I mean, you knew that. You could sense the depression in him,
Yeah.
but it was kind of like, it's okay. It was kind of like it's
Yeah.
all right. But
Yeah.
now it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah, you could tell he was pushing through it.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing a good job, but there's everyone has a breaking point, unfortunately. And I don't know, just like you also see it with like the 27 Club with all the musicians that passed.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just a weird time where people, I don't know, I think media is a part of it too, because like, medium, the message is part of the medium, especially like with TV and stuff, because we're all supposed to be happy, we're all supposed to do all this other stuff, and it's like, it's hard to keep that when you're not. Fuck, dude. 90s family sitcoms fucked me up too for a minute, because I didn't grow up with a dad. So I was like, oh, where's my dad? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like all these values and ideals are put on us through just what we watch on TV. I think Mr. Rogers said like, oh, talk to a grown up, or he never said parent,
Yeah.
because he knew not every kid didn't have a parent.
That's cool.
That dude was a genius.
I like Mr. Rogers. You see, that I think it's Melody Sheep. He did like a mashup of like a bunch of Mr. Rogers clips and like made him sing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll
check
send
that
it
out
to
later.
you. It's fucking
All right,
beautiful. I legit cried. I think it was like after I went to like some rave,
Mhm.
and I like took a bunch of like fucking pills or whatever. And so I was super depressed after,
Mhm.
and I watched it, and it was just so beautiful, and I just couldn't help but cry. But it's just such a beautiful thing and enlightening. I'll send them to you.
Right on.
It's cool.
I think I don't know, just doing psychedelics and doing drugs. I think at least why I think I did it was because I was trying to chase something.
Chase.
Chase.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was trying to chase happiness,
For sure.
and it's just I don't know. It's like that false happiness, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's a weird feeling because you know, like materials bring, you know, just fake pleasure and all this other stuff and
Temporary joy.
temporary joy, and I think that's what drugs were, but it was such a strong feeling like I've never felt before that I kept doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, you know, it's within ourselves.
Yeah, definitely trying to stop chasing the feelings. You know, I mean, it's tough because I feel like that's just kind of what it is. You want to be happy, you try to chase happiness, but I feel like now I'm trying to chase more long-lasting fulfillment. You know, I'm trying to find like purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I still don't enjoy feeling good and doing stuff and getting silly, but you know, understanding that that's not all there is.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's important because I think a lot of people get lost in it. Like a lot of people who are like just addicted to just chasing that high.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just a dangerous place to be in. But to do that and you know it was a fun time, but just be happy it happened. But just keep it moving and realize what you know that's not really what life is about. I guess.
It sucks because I know I have an addictive personality. Because like when I go do something, I got to go do it. I got to delve into it, and it's hard. I can't. Sometimes I lose those boundaries, and it's just hard to stop myself. So it's like, you know what, it's better to remove personally myself from everything before I lose myself.
Yeah. It sucks too because I feel like those are like the best entertainers.
Yeah.
It's like the people who are kind of crazy, kind of just going overboard.
I mean, look at Robin Williams.
Yeah.
That was
You know,
sick.
he was nuts. And he fucking, you know, I don't want to end up ending my shit or ODing or something, but I feel like those are the best people. But that's kind of, I don't know. There's parts of me that just want me to just fucking go crazy and fucking just do drugs all the time and just immerse myself into like my art. But there's also part of me that's like, no, I gotta stay grounded. I gotta live. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. It's like I want a normal life and have a kid and you know, not necessarily a normal life, but you know, I want to be safe and have a good, reliable situation. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be. I don't want to not know what's gonna happen.
I totally agree with you.
You know.
Because like I'm only doing this on the weekend. You know, I wish I could do this every day, but I can't right now.
I just gotta keep doing it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? I think I don't know. I'm happy. I'm excited. That's what, because you know, a lot of people do this for themselves, they do it for an audience. They do it for other people. And here I'm like, fuck it. I want to, you know, I'm doing this for myself. I want to learn more about Andrew because I haven't seen Andrew in like fucking 10 years, 8
Yeah,
years.
I missed you, man.
We had a lot of fun in high school, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like I remember shooting that one skit where, was it you or Tony trying to suck their own dick?
I don't know.
And then I
One of
remember,
us.
God, I hope I don't want to get in trouble. But remember when that class we took, where we'd had like the keys to the school?
Oh yeah, we did, dude. We
did some stupid
Logan
shit.
was tight. We were there, like, off hours. Like we were driving my car around campus. I don't know if you were there. I was like driving on campus, and we had the keys to the whole school.
Yeah.
I think we were writing shit on like chalkboards or whatever, the marker board.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a bad person. I didn't like to like fuck shit up or
Yeah.
like hurt people. So
We
I hate to get in trouble.
were you there when we had like that all day event? Where we were, it was like a track and field event, but it was like a 14-hour event on a Saturday.
I don't think so, or I don't remember at least.
Because it was me and Abel.
Oh, because we did like the AV for stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I was there.
Dude, it was fun because we ended up playing like soccer in the wrestling room with volleyballs.
Nice.
And because we're past 10 years, so we should be fine.
Yeah. Principal's like, hey, I listened to your podcast now.
Montoya.
Dude, have you spoke to Abel lately?
He messaged me a couple of years ago. That was it. It was his video from the EMP, and he was doing some stupid shit because we're all stupid and young.
Yeah.
And then he messaged me and he said, "Oh, can you take this video down because that's not what I portray anymore."
Dang, yeah, he's a real dude.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, I'll take it down. So I put it private because I still wanted it.
Which video?
Like his dance.
Oh,
one.
when he went to Juilliard, he's like, don't hit me with the meat. You remember that one? He's
me see
like
if I
hitting
still
somebody
have it.
with a. Oh man.
Oh my god. I gotta find that shit. I'll fucking find that later. I'll send it to you if I.
He
'cause I
had
have
some
set it
good ones.
private.
He was the best. I remember, but he's a real one. He had a bunch of Nike SBs. He sold it all because he didn't agree with like sweatshops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was a cool dude.
But I miss that dude. Was interesting. He was a cool cat, and it's cool to see him because I remember he was kind of like that in high school, and it's cool to see that when he changes his view, he actually follows through with it, and it was not just some phase in high school.
Right.
And I appreciate that of him. Have you talked to him recently? Or?
No, dude. Last time I talked to him, I was out of high school, and I think he was working at like American Apparel or something. And he told me that all the employees like go fuck in the back rooms or something like that, or you can bring people in. That's what he told. I was like, oh, cool, dude.
What happened to that guy? I think I was friends with him on Facebook, but after that, I haven't heard from him except for that one time. I don't even know if it was him that sent me that message telling me to remove it because it was like through YouTube or something.
Yeah, thoughts just mesh now. It's
Yeah.
like you don't even know.
Because like it could have been like some social justice warrior saying like, "Oh, I don't like this. This is stupid. Take this down." And it's like, "Oh, I'll just pretend to be Abel."
Is it even Abel?
It's me. I'm like, Abel,
Well, I know
where have you
Abel was
been?
on that super. From at least from what I remember, he was like very political. I'm not trying to get in on this dude's life. I don't really know
Yeah.
too much, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we had this him and I think it was Alexis Varela. They were doing something hella stupid. They were like saying, "Oh, praise Darwin," because like they're just being kids and like,
Yeah.
"Oh, praise God," but like, no, we'll do Darwin because he did study evolution. So I told him like,
right.
"Did you know Darwin went to go study evolution because he said it would prove God existed?" That's why he went, to prove that God was great. He's like, "Oh." And then just I fucking love Abel.
Yeah,
Fool was cool.
I haven't seen Alexis in a while either. You remember Charles?
Barely.
Yeah,
I barely remember Charles. He was interesting.
he's a very interesting dude. Pretty sure he was gay, but he was super religious.
Was he?
He was super religious. I remember that because one time he took me to Tapioca Express, like at lunchtime, and he was just listening to like religious radio.
Oh.
And he'd always talk about he'd always make super like religious like comments and stuff. But he was funny. And yeah, last time I saw him, I was just like stoned at Walmart walking around, and I said, "Charles, how you doing, man?" And I gave him like a little hug, and he's like, "Hey, be safe, all right?" I was just like, "Oh, all right, Charles."
How long after high school was that?
Dude, I don't know. Short after high
Short after.
school.
I remember hearing stories about him because I think he went to Chabot for wrestling, and he got yoked out, from what I heard.
Oh yeah, he's buff.
Yeah.
He's been buff, I think, from what I remember.
I'm
Wait,
like,
who?
"Damn." Charles.
Yeah, Charles, yeah.
He got yoked. I'm like, damn. But that was like 2011, 2010, a while ago. Fuck, dude. It feels like yesterday.
It does, right? I think the biggest trip is remembering being a kid. Like, literally remember growing up, but like, okay, you're like a full-on adult now.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's like growing up and doing all this stuff because our whole lives we always thought grown-ups had that shit together. I'm like, I'm 28. You're like what, 20?
26.
26, yeah.
27 soon.
So it's like, oh shit, now I'm that adult.
Yeah.
You know, now they're gonna look up to me, and I think a lot of adults, at least in my opinion, because I grew up, they all thought they had authority. You know, they didn't realize that they were still kids at heart. Because I think, you know, you and I are definitely still kids at heart.
I think so.
And I love that. I don't want to ever lose that. I cried when I turned 18 because I was like, I'm not a Toys R Us kid anymore. And, you know, that shit's never going to go away because I think that's part of our soul. I've always had a saying is think with the mind of an adult but a heart of a child. And I think that's the best way to live life.
Yeah, I think that's important for sure.
Like, yeah.
To have that outlook. But I feel like generations are just kind of changing too. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like 30s are the new 20s in a sense. You know what I mean? Just kind of... I don't know. I mean, people were moving out at like 18. People still are moving out at 18. But I feel like a majority of the people are kind of still... You know, I'm still living at home. But...
I think that also has to do with just the Bay Area.
True. Yeah, definitely. Bay Area is expensive as fuck.
Yeah. And we're also ethnic. Because, I mean, white people do that to their kids. They're like, get out.
Kick them out at 18?
Do you watch Joe Coy? Have you seen stand-up?
No.
He was talking about living at home until he was 28. It might be, he says it's a boy thing, but like for girls, they're out when they're 18. They don't want to deal with their mom shit.
Yeah, my mom moved out hella early. My dad moved out hella early. But, I don't know.
Yeah, times have changed, definitely. And then, yeah, these next generation that's coming up behind us, I think they're great. I mean, look what they're doing with the Parkland shooting, what they're doing. It's like, I think our generation got lost somewhere, especially with the financial crisis. We're too busy dealing with trying to get our shit together still, and we never had that opportunity to rise up, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're an interesting generation.
Yeah, it's just weird, because I know, I guess we'll go into micro generations, the millennials, but the older ones of us, like the ones born in the 80s, are fucked, apparently.
Why?
Because of the financial crisis, because when they got out of college, everything just stopped.
Oh, yeah.
So when the market started picking up, they had to compete with, you know, the other kids coming out of college too, which was us. And then that just delayed everything. It's just like this weird staggering delay, and just how do you get out of that? Like, it's like, oh, you're how old and you haven't had a proper job in how long? So why are we going to hire you? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And you know, that's my situation I'm in, is because I don't know. Even if I wanted to get into my field, I don't know if I could, because there's just going to be a younger kid with more relevant experience than I would, than I have.
Yeah. It's a crazy thing to think of. Like, at the time we were growing up, it's like, all right, we're going to be the smart kid. We're the new generation.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Like, there's so many. That's just going to keep on coming. There's always going to be a bunch of new young ones coming up.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you know what I mean? I don't want the world to not progress, but... Yeah, it's just kind of like a little reality check.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like, I've learned that I have to be okay with a job I'm not wanting to do. And I'm pretty much there now. But that's why I'm doing this, because it's like, this is my love.
Right.
Well, music's my love.
Hell yeah.
You know,
but, you know, just to be able to talk about it and express
hell yeah,
how you feel. And
it's just like, I gotta do this for me, no one else. This is for me. Even if I don't show it anywhere, I'm like, sorry for not promoting your show. You know.
Nah, yeah, whatever.
But no, I haven't even, like I told you I was gonna send you a link. I haven't even posted in anything yet, and I started back in January. So I think you're like number guest 10 or something.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I want to listen to all of them. Like,
yeah.
I've been super into podcasts. I've been trying to I bought like some mics and a mixer and stuff.
Oh, right on.
So I haven't really gotten too far into it.
It's fun. It really is fun, because you just talk to other people and different opinions. And my girlfriend's happy because she doesn't like to talk.
Huh?
She doesn't like to talk. So she's like, go talk to other people. Because I'll chat her head off.
Fine, I'll go hit up my friends from high school 10 years ago.
I'll show you. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Because do you know Los?
No.
Carlos?
I'm terrible with names.
Big chunky guy. I know he was at Conley too.
He was a little younger, right?
Yeah, he's a year younger.
Did he play bass too?
Guitar.
Guitar? Okay. Yeah, I think I remember him.
I had him on a couple of weeks too, so that was
cool. Yeah.
He had a band called Back Alley Abortion.
Yeah, I think I remember that dude. Yeah.
So I mean, like, you know, he's a fun character. He was talking about making burritos in Mexico, which was fun, because they don't have burritos down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, just platos and tacos.
Pretty much.
I love a burrito though.
So, it's just cool to learn everything about just all this other bullshit. And I just, I'm loving it. I'm hoping one day become, self-sufficient.
Yeah, get some ads.
I got an ad already.
Huh?
I got.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. True Force Fitness Wear.
Hey.
www.trueforcefitnesswear.com. I think that's it.
Go
Find
with
them
that.
on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Get it.
Get it. They believe in you the way I believe in you. The way you should believe in yourself.
Yes.
That's not their slogan. Don't. Sorry.
Don't lose that sponsor.
I already said it in the beginning of the episode. Well, I'll record it after, but y'all know what I mean. Damn, dude, this was fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to ask you one last question.
Sure.
What does music mean to you?
Everything, man. Music is like my soundtrack. However I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm feeling down, music's there for me. If I'm feeling happy, music's there for me. If I'm angry, I'm usually not listening to music because I'm angry. But I don't know. Music's everything. And I'm thankful for everyone who makes music. I'm thankful for technology, for giving me the ability to make music and kind of everyone the ability to make music. Because you're kind of just... It's kind of like a window into everyone's soul in a way. So, yeah, music is life. It's the best. A life without music would be a very depressing life.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
All right, Andrew. It's fun.
It's very fun.
Did you want to drop any social media, anything like that?
I guess. Follow me _AYE _YU _ on Instagram. Whatever. I post food and music updates. My beats. Hit me up on SoundCloud if you want. Just search AYE, space AU. I'm on iTunes and Spotify. Yeah. That's about it. Beat Culture, Oakland, Bricks 581. Slide through every second Saturday. I'll post flyers if you follow me on Instagram. But yeah, I don't care. You don't have to. I'm living life.
Right on, Andrew.
Show, brother.
All right. We out. Thank you for listening to another episode of Audiolosophy. Thank you to our sponsors, Zetnom Sounds and True Force Fitness Wears. Remember to use that promo code AudioForce for 10% off at True Force Fitness Wear. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Again, thank you for joining me on my adventure through this crazy world we call life. Remember, folks, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.